Chikamso was born into a home filled with love. Her mother was gentle, beautiful, and adored by her husband, Mr. Ben. But tragedy struck on the day Chikamso was born. She was a twin, but her mother and twin sister died during childbirth. Nobody knew the truth behind that tragedy until much later. In that house, there was a maid named Dorothy, a woman whose heart carried more envy than kindness. She watched the way Mr. Ben pampered his pregnant wife with gifts, so much love and attention. Dorothy wanted that affection for herself. In her jealousy, she poisoned the pregnant woman's food one evening. Nothing too obvious, just enough to trigger complications. The next day, labor came suddenly and violently. Doctors tried, prayed, and fought, but they couldn't save Chikamso's mother. She died, and the seed of Dorothy's wickedness continued to grow. Mr. Ben was heartbroken. For weeks, he could not sleep. Dorothy acted like she was helping him heal. She cooked his meal, did everything possible to gain his attention, and slowly she succeeded, and within months she became the new Mrs. Ben. At first, Mr. Ben tried to make the home peaceful, but Dorothy, with her five daughters from previous relationships, showed her true colors. She hated Chikamso from the beginning because, even as a child, Chikamso was beautiful, smart, and loved by everyone who met her. To Dorothy, she was a threat. She wanted all the attention and inheritance for her own children. She turned her daughters against Chikamso, and even worse, she started poisoning Mr. Ben's mind little by little. But she had a bigger plan, one that would destroy the family. Dorothy and her secret lover planned Mr. Ben's kidnapping. Yes, she wanted to collect the ransom and run away abroad with her lover. For months, they saved money stolen from Mr. Ben's business. One night, Mr. Ben was kidnapped. Dorothy cried fake tears, even fainted to make it believable. But when the kidnappers demanded ransom, she quickly arranged for the money to be paid into her lover's account, expecting they would run away together afterward. But the man used her. Immediately the money was sent to his account, he disappeared, blocked her everywhere. Dorothy was disgraced, broke, and confused. Mr. Ben was eventually released, but the damage was done. His business collapsed. Within 1 year, he fell sick and died. And that was how Chikamso became fully at the mercy of Dorothy. As Chikamso grew, her beauty and intelligence began to shine. People loved her in the community. Suitors came from everywhere, responsible young men who wanted to marry her. But Dorothy had her own plans. Every suitor who came for Chikamso, she sweet talked into marrying one of her daughters instead. Ah, leave that one, she would say, pointing at Chikamso. She's too stubborn. My daughters are better wife material. Her daughters, five of them, were treated like princesses, but none had the grace or character that Chikamso carried. At 19, Chikamso met a man who truly loved her. But Dorothy destroyed that relationship. Against her will, without love, without joy, Chikamso was forced into marriage. That home became another prison. Her husband insulted her, controlled her, and whenever he drank, he beat her. The only good thing in that house was the mirror because it reminded her of the who she used to be. 5 years passed, 5 long years of pain. One night, after a terrible beating, she looked at herself and said, if I stay here, I will die. She left. It wasn't easy. Society judged her. Some people blamed her, but she never stopped believing that her story was not over. 3 years later, her life changed. She met a man, gentle, patient, successful, and kind. He admired her strength, not just her beauty. He loved her with respect, not control. He supported her dreams, not his own selfish desires. They married quietly. He set up a business for her. He helped her heal. And for the first time since childhood, Chikamso began to feel alive again. As for Dorothy and her daughters, life dealt with them. One by one, they faced heartbreaks, failed marriages, and none of her five daughters was able to conceive. People said it was karma. Some said it was God. Some said it was just life balancing itself. But Chikamso didn't rejoice in their suffering. She just focused on living well and leaving the pain behind. She became the woman the world tried to break, but couldn't.